Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League Plays. This game has been sent to me by Steelmind. So thank you Steelmind, you've been sending me videos, and sorry that it took so long for me to cast this one. I've been very busy. So Steelmind, everybody, going top on Jax, probably. Nope, I'm lying, he's going to jungle with Jax, which is actually a good jungler. People tend to forget that. He is very good indeed. Of course, with his counter-strike, he is able to prevent a lot of damage from happening onto him. So jungling with him isn't even that hard. He can clear it quickly, and his ganking is not that bad. Of course, people say, oh, Jax needs itemization, Nightspectre. He needs to have items or else he's useless. Well, you're probably right. But trust me, it is a fearsome thing to behold. A Jax is. So you shall see, I shall see, we shall see. Let's go over the teams quickly. Let's go for blue team first. Screw you, Lux. It's blue team time. So we have a Taric on the bottom together with an Ashe. So those are a lot of stuns once level 6 arrives. So be careful, red team. Be careful, red team. It's an Ashe and a Taric. She has a crit. He has a stun. Oh, the humanity. That's first blood for an Ashe. Or was it Taric? Nope, it was Ashe. So that's the fun of being an Ashe. Your first arrow is almost a guaranteed crit. And probably her second arrow as well, because it was pretty early on in the game. So, Ashe and Taric, everybody. Top will be Darius. Yeah, fine. Second time's a charm. Or was it my third time? Darius top, who is of course quite a bully. Then Nidalee will be in the middle, assisting the Jax. Because he's all by himself, he'll probably need to do blue buff immediately, because the only help he'll have is a Nidalee, and you cannot leash anymore in Season 3, so it's not really worth all that much, but that's a lot of damage, I must say. So Nidalee at least trying, and even healing. Ah, what a nice Nidalee. So Nidalee in the middle, everybody. Now let's go to red team very quickly. So you already saw Nami. Hi, nice to meet you. You already saw Miss Fortune as well. You accidentally also already saw Lux. Hi, she's Lux. Who is quite a good character against Nidalee, I might say. Because of course she will just shackle you if she goes kitty. Of course you still need to dodge the spears. But considering she started off with a primal surge, it will still take a while for her spear to do significant amounts of damage. Then top lane, nope. First we're going to the jungler, who is a Malphite. Weird, because Steelmind's first game he was playing Malphite. Ha! It is a small world, isn't it? And then top lane will be a Vladimir, who is quite a good character against Darius, I might say. Everyone who is ranged has an edge over Darius. Of course, if he is able to apprehend you, you will probably die, but that's what his pool is for. So he will just pull away to safety. So he should be fine. We shall see. I'm not a predictor, I am a caster who predicts. So that makes me a predictor. Yes, indeed. So I will be focusing on all the lanes for now. Normally I'd focus on Steelmind, but because of course he is jungling, there's not that much to see. He's waiting for the wolves to respawn. Which is interesting, but they did respawn, so didn't miss that much, I hope. Oh, no. Must press buttons. Must press random buttons. Why am I pressing random buttons? So let's go to the middle first. Sorry, I was a bit mesmerized by Jax's waiting for the wolves. Nidalee trying to auto-attack Lux to smithereens will die thanks to the ignite and the minions. Then we will go to the top, yo, where the first jungle gank from the game is going to start. Seismic shot slowing the Darius. Darius flashing away. Of course the red buff will slow him down even more, but it won't be enough. Another seismic shot, making it so that Darius will need to be very careful in his lane. He doesn't have flash anymore. We have a level 3 Jax trying to get the kill onto Malphite, which will give him a red buff, so that's actually a good idea. Get counter-strike, get leaped upon, get exhausted, get auto-attacked, get flashed away. Damn it! Damn it! Well, at least he tried. Bottom lane now getting aggressive once more. Actually, red team is able to turn around, even though Ashe did have the first blood. She didn't went back to buy something, so in the end, they're still quite equal to each other. Experience-wise, blue team should be ahead just a little bit. But hey, it's a misfortune. Be careful of misfortunes. They can just double it up on your face. Which sounds weird. and highly sexual. So Nidalee with a spear once more going to auto attack a minion. Nice, and another. She's doing quite well, I must say, against the Lux. She probably has some AD runes I cannot see. It's a pity indeed, but I think she has. I think Nidalee has about 50. Boom! Boom. Kill. I think Darius would have died if the Jax wasn't there to begin with anyway, so... Huh. Good job, Jax being at the right time, at the right place, at the right time, at the right place. Taric being pushed quite hard, which will give Jax even more opportunities to go and gank the bottom lane. Of course, he needs to go from all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom. But hey, he has an excuse to go to the bottom lane. His red buff is still active. I thought he had to kill onto the Malphite, but he didn't. I'm already going to say this preemptively. If I say Maokai instead of Malphite, I'm sorry, but the names sound the same, and what they do is actually also pretty the same. So even how they look like and what they represent are pretty much the same. So I tend to confuse the names a lot. Here goes Maokai! Sorry, I did that on purpose. Malphite going in with a seismic shot will not do enough damage though. Gets speared hard. So never mind what I said about Nidalee not doing a lot of damage with his spear. She is leveling it now. Of course she is level 5, so it would have been the same either way. Oh, Taric needs to be careful there. Gets knocked up by the Aqua Prison and will receive a lot of damage because of it. Ashe, of course, early game not that strong of an AD carry. All she can do is throw volleys around. If they're able to hit, of course, nice damage. Jax is there, fairly low health though. Needs to be very careful indeed. But if Taric is able to hit the perfect dazzle, then it might be a kill. It is of course warded, so now they know Jax is coming. Jax is coming. The response of them is way too slow. Nami is out of position and is hitting her prison quite well, but she will get hit by the volley. Nice little slowing action there by the Misfortune. Dazzle still not hit, so it's Nami getting away, and it's Malphite going to save the day. Nice volley there. Double up will hit 2 of them. Steelmind is still in the brush, is going to escape. Nice dazzle there. No, he is not going to escape. Instead is going to try and get the kill onto Nami. Nami healing herself and is going to get the kill with seismic shot and of course an auto attack. So great play by red team for now. Great heal by the Nami. I did not expect that. That's going to be a kill onto the Malphite though, and it's probably going to be a double kill. Nope, the red buff will get the kill for Misfortune, and she could actually go for the kill onto Taric. He doesn't have mana, but they need to run away apparently. Not too sure why. Middle got a kill as well, so let's check that one out. Of course it's a Lux, so she was probably able to hit her binding, hit her Lucent Singularity, and just laser the freaking fuck out of her. We shall see. Yes indeed. So great work there, Lux, doing what a Lux should do, bursting bitches down. I really wanted to go with an alliteration of 3 B's, but a D sounds like a B, doesn't it? It's even written quite the same, only mirrored. Sorry if I said the B word and you're offended by it. It's just a female dog, even though Nidalee was a kitty. What's the name of a feline kitty in English anyway? I don't know. Maybe you do. Might just tell it to me then, because I'm quite interested and I'm too lazy to check it out. So Lux doing quite great in her middle lane. She is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Of course, endgame Lux, I don't highly recommend it because of course the burst is pretty low considering of course enemies will have magic resistance, but I think she has the same value of a Nidalee. Of course Nidalee will need to hit her spears. If you cannot hit spears, then don't bother playing AP Nidalee anyway. Of course she's fun in the mid game. Her kitty form does a lot of damage regardless. You don't need to throw your spears. Her swipe, pounce, takedown does a lot of damage as well. Of course, takedown damage is based on your health remaining. So even if she doesn't have AD, which she does, she has a few AD runes apparently, which makes laning on an AP Nidalee a lot easier. Taric is level 6, which will increase... Well, that gave it away a little bit, didn't it, Taric? So he wanted to increase the damage of his ally to try and get more, well, things going. Nidalee going in, will get the swipe onto... No, don't run away, you're a Nidalee. Oh, actually, nice run away there. But, of course, you're out of kitty form. Doing a lot of damage there, and we'll probably get the double kill. Ash Arrow, of course, Pound Blank, hitting double kill for Nidalee. Which I said, kitty form can do a lot of damage as well early on in the game. Of course, in the end game, it is quite dangerous to do, especially as an AP Nidalee. Tanky Nidalee, fine, go kitty and just swipe everyone you want. But if you were AP Nidalee in the end game, you need to be fairly careful. Steelmind going in onto the Vladimir, but his ally was a little bit too slow in his head, so he wasn't really interested at all. There is a Malphite going down. There is a Nidalee getting shackled once more. Will it be enough? Nope, it will not. The minion got the first shackle, which is the important shackle. Now it's going to be Steelmind going with a gank, Jack style. So the spear will not hit, but the counter-strike will. Boom. Killing spree for Nidalee. Now again going down by Malphite as well. Does he have unstoppable force? He does, but he needs to be careful, for Vladimir is too low. So again, Jaxie is going to the top, trying to make something happen, which he might actually do. Even though it's a 2-on-2, Vladimir is no force. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. You be like that. Then give Jax the kill. I don't care. Poor positioning by the Malphite. It was a pity indeed he wasn't able to hit his unstoppable force. And it kind of was a surprise for me. He maybe thought that Darius would have run back, but no man on this planet has the reflexes to flash out of an unstoppable force. Well, there are people. I've seen a lot of people do it. I even saw who was it? Was it a recent video I saw? Oh yeah, Reggie. Reggie did it just a few days ago. Well, a few days of when I casted it. It was probably a month ago by now. Not really, but still. Oh, nice binding. If only she knew she hit it Nidalee. If only she was able to hit Lucent Singularity, then it would have been a kill. Wait, that spear was a hit on my screen, but hey, nice dodge there. Taric again, almost dead, but at least they were able to return the damage to Misfortune. But Nami has a very high health left. She doesn't have her ultimate, so they are quite safe, I must say. And actually, they are quite safe. Nami should heal her Misfortune up pretty badly. Nidalee is just wanting to throw a spear onto Lux, and she's actually baiting it out a little bit, I must say. But it is not working at all. Nice pink ward placed down. Havai Taric reducing the vision of red team, which makes ganking for the Drax a lot easier. Shatter! Shatter! Nice shatter, mate. Almost getting Aqua prisoned, but it was worth it thanks to an amazing shatter. So red team will need to be careful because of course the arrow of Nidalee is getting off cooldown rapidly. Of course the Radiance of Taric has a pretty low cooldown because it used to be an active ability that you had to toggle. Those were the days. Aqua Prison hitting, the Dazzle hitting, nothing happening. Good. Oh, double up hitting. There's Jax going in. There is no ward, so they do not know. Does Jax know there isn't a ward? He should. There is a pink ward. He could go in whenever he wants, to be honest, but he wants his team to go in first. Now you should go, Jax. Taric placed down a ward, which actually made it so that they gave it away. Instead, he is going to camp on. Now it's not the time to go. I agree. He shouldn't go in now. He should go in now. He should definitely go in now. Just go around. There is no ward. The minion might have actually given vision to you. Now Malphite is there. Is going to spot himself a nice little kill. Well, I think Jax could take him, to be honest. But hey, who am I to judge? I don't know. There is a ward in that brush. I hope his team told him that. I think he did. I think he saw it. So, yeah, no, he's going to stand in there, giving away his position completely. So this is going to be a very stalemate, mate. Both teams do not want to initiate. Both teams know there is someone there waiting to get the gank on. They should know there's a ward. Especially now. Dynamic camera, show me the way of the future. Well, the spear wasn't a hit, but at least you tried, Dynamic camera-san. Jax going in with the kill, and here he just walks into... Well, she is at her tower pretty much. Well, not anymore, so nice timing, but she can just walk away easily. Nidalee throwing the spear, hitting the spear. Nice binding though. Nidalee is of course very quick champion. Lucent Singularity will slow her down. Nope, another spear girl. If she walked away, it would have been a kill. Instead, it's going to have to use Ignite. But you can't be too certain. It is always a risk when you're playing Nidalee to walk away and increase the damage of your spear, or to continue the chase and reduce the damage of your spear. But that was quite a point-blank throw. Oh, Jaxie going in, doesn't have the counter-strike apparently, is going to tank a few turret shots. Oh, nice little apprehend there, but of course, the Rent will do more than enough damage. I don't see the Vladimir surviving this. He actually does! So here comes Jax. He doesn't have flash, so he will probably not be able to catch up onto the Vladimir. So Vladimir getting away with 25 HP. Great. Amazing. Good plays. Good plays. Oh no, it's going to be the Malphite going in on the Jax, but there's going to be Vladimir getting too close. Nice pull though. Nice pull indeed. Great play by Vladimir Jose. Is going to get quite... Oh my, this could be dangerous for Taric. And it probably will. Dynamic camera, I'll take it from here. Too bad. This is the thing about new support players. The AD carries are more likely than not used to how they work. So what Nami did was use her Trident, her Tightcaller's Blessing, to give a slow ability on Misfortune. So if Misfortune would have auto-attacked the Taric, he would have been slowed and would have been an easy kill, because of course Nami can use her Aqua Prison more easily once the target is slowed, plus you'll get movement speed because she used an ability on you, plus she still had her ultimate Tide Wave, so she was able to do, it would have been a kill. Of course now it's Ashe all by herself, or so you'd think, using her ultimate quite effectively. Misfortune tanking a lot of turret shots, will die instantly. Jax not able to get the assist, not able to flash after Nami, because of course he doesn't have flash. It's always a risk to take exhaust instead of flash, but you might say, Leap Strike works as a flash, so I don't need it. True, but you need to have wards and use them effectively. If you don't have wards, then you probably need to buy flash. Regardless, almost hitting a spear there. Nidalee needs to be careful though. If one more binding of Lux hits, she will die. Or Lux needs to be careful as well. Jax was spotted by a ward, but Lux doesn't seem to care. Almost getting hit by a spear there. She already has Lich Bane, which is a good item now to have early on in the game because it does base damage as well. So Jax going in, Leap Strike, not able to hit, flash away. Well, the Leap Strike was able to hit, but Counter Strike wasn't. Lux standing on a trap there. You do not want to stand on a trap when Nidalee is around. She will throw spears at you and miss them. Miss them quite hard. But you can always try. She has a blue buff. She can spam whatever she wants. Oh no, Taric! Ooh, I thought Malphite was really close there, but apparently he wasn't. He probably wants to do the dragon. We shall see. Taric again being very, very, very dangerous. He's going to at least dazzle the Malphite. He should be safe. Ashe is there as well, so it's alright. It's okay. So then, what is going to happen in the team fights? Of course, the laning phase is almost about over. People still tend to farm it up a little bit, and why not? As long as no one of the team wants to get aggressive, you can just continue what you want to do. Blue team is in the lead, ever so slightly though, so apparently red team is farming way better, considering they are 6 kills behind. And I can't disagree, Misfortune and Nami pretty much have full control over their lane. So, as I was going to say, I must say that red team's teamfight composition is way stronger than blue team's. Then again, blue team is able to just insta-gib one person immediately, and if it's Darius, then they can just continue insta-gibbing. Nidalee can still throw their spears down, and Jax is quite frightening in the end game as well. But still, Unstoppable Force Malphite going in with the Vladimir ult on all of your teams, then followed up by the tidal wave of Nami. All the while, Misfortune... Ooh, that's a very nice Aqua Prison there. All the while, Misfortune's ult just raises over you, Vladimir is pulled underneath you, and then a Lux Laser to do it all. Oh my, that's a very big gank you got there. And Misfortune almost got in the double kill though. If she wasn't exhausted, it would have been a double kill. Instead, it's a double kill for Jax. So great gank there. Even though red team had wards, they didn't really... Well, the timing was a bit off. They had bad luck timing wise. Lux is pushing quite hard. Darius wants to, well, Malphite wants to get a kill onto Darius, but I don't think it will work. Nidalee was able to throw a spear, will flash the wrong direction, will not die though. Will die, nope, heal has been used by Nidalee, so she will survive now straight to the top, where a lot of action is going on onto Darius. trying to get the kill onto Vladimir, but a nice flash ground pound by the Malphite will make it so that it did not work. Of course, Jax is in there near, so he will probably get the kill. Boom. Empowered strike. On your face. Will Nidalee be able to throw a spear onto Vladimir just in time? She's not interested. And probably wasn't anyway. So, great escape by Vladimir. 3 kills for a Jax. So, of course, as you can say, well, Jax jungle, you don't have enough farm to get your items. Well, if you get the kills. Oh, look at those crits by Ashe. Great crit, Ashe. Oh, that could have been a dazzle. It will be a dazzle, which could have been an easy arrow. Glacial arrow. But it's still on cooldown, so just a little bit more patience for blue team, and they will probably get the kill onto Nami. Then again, be careful of the power of a misfortune if you ignore her. Lux will take her own blue, Nidalee will take her own blue. Blue for everybody, take it yourself, lazy bastards. Lazy bastards. Ashe's not starting off with an Infinity's Edge, which is... Well, of course, Bloodthirster is good, it gives you lifesteal, but normally you'd see Ashe starting off with an Infinity's Edge. It's such a good item for Ashe. But hey, she needs the sustain, mate. Even though she has a Taric, she needs the sustain. Is Darius going to do something cheeky? I don't think he will. Jax is not close enough either. Nice little Aqua Prison. Once more Tidal Wave hitting the Ashe, but she took a lot of damage there, Nami did. Was able to put a slowdown onto, well, both Taric and the Ashe, but it's not enough. Both players survived. There is a Malphite. He has Unstoppable Force now, so he might go for it. I will take control over the keyboard. Oh, that's a very early pull there by Vladimir, though. That's not how you play it. That's 20% of your current health you've lost. And there's going to be an auction and execute. What? Is it on cooldown? No! Just do it, man! Just do it! Now you make me lose a kill. You should have done it. Let's check it out first, because there's a lot more where that happened. Binding on your face, but the Counter-Strike was able to hit. Unstoppable Force should also be able to hit. Boom. And that's the Laser of Doom getting the kill onto the Jax. Nidalee is able to almost hit her spear there. She tried, she did her best, but it didn't work. Vladimir is fairly low. Of course, the flash has been used by Darius, so there's not really that much he can do. His pool of his Sanguine pool is also off cooldown, so... Sorry. So even though Darius might... Oh my god, looky here. Another seismic shot there, but Vladimir is not quick enough. He doesn't have Ghost, which you normally see on Vladimir's, so I think Darius will be able to escape as well. But at least Malphite made it so that Vladimir has a little bit more lane presence as it was before. There isn't a ward, so Nidalee could do something cheeky. Wants to check if there's someone in the brush. There isn't, so she could jump over this wall. Instead, she wants to go from the back, heal Darius a little bit. Heal Darius, then not heal Darius at all. I think she was spotted. She wasn't spotted. That should be an easy kill there, mate. Of course, Sanguine Pool used. It won't be enough. Pounce, Nidalee, pounce, and then get the kill like a boss. So who needs healing, right, Darius? Right. Poor Darius. Doesn't matter. The heal wouldn't have been that much to begin with. But it would be something for Darius. Now it's going to be Lux trying to do some amazing damage onto the Jax, but be careful there because Nidalee is going in from behind. Exhaust has been used, the Counter-Strike has missed, the Binding will hit both of them, but of course it's a Nidalee. She will just go into her human form and throw auto attacks or spears. It was a spear, so great play by Nidalee throwing damn spears onto faces, which is the most effective way to use a spear. I think. I've never thrown a spear on a human being before. And now I actually should. Just to know how it is, how it goes. Don't throw spears on people, guys. I was just joking really badly. So, gold-wise, there's only 1,000 gold differentiation even though blue team has double the kills. Which is why farming is very important in this game. And don't... Why isn't the dynamic camera doing anything? I was... Ugh. Sorry, that was totally my bad. I am getting lazy. I wanted to drink. So Nidalee going in, wow, look at the damage a kitty cat is able to do, throwing the spear down, and the red buff will do the rest. So that was quite a cheeky kill, I might say. Ashe is now there, she has a crystalline arrow. She could have killed her if she was able to hit it, which she probably would have, because Misfortune was all the way onto the side of the ledge, which makes it so that she can only dodge to one direction, the right. which if you can turn your arrow a little bit, it should be a certain hit. Instead, well, after that stun, you can probably hit your ultimate from point blank, Ash. Well, I lied, but the red buff will do the rest. Am I right, Lux? I will try and avenge my team. Lux, don't. There are too many of them. There isn't even a tower. What can a Lux do? Let's kill her! Ah! Oh, she was actually hit by the volley. Boom! Double kill on your face. Oh, fine, I'm Nidalee. But she did get the double kill. So great play by Lux. It was unstoppable force. Not too sure if he has the power to finish Nidalee off to begin with. Nidalee can heal herself. Will hit a spear. Will weirdly flash over the wall and then against the wall. But one more spear and it is a kill. Should she risk it? Not really. She will hit it though. But she shouldn't have risked it. Because there's no way she can catch up to the Malphite. Well, as long as he walks in brushes, then Nidalee will be able to catch up, no problem. Swipe. Swipe. Bounce. Fine. I don't care. Good kill. Hey, I don't care. Vladimir using his hemorrhage. No, not hemorrhage. Hemorrhage. Boom. Not doing that much with it though. So now it's time for Vladimir to be careful. Noxian Guillotine is off cooldown. Dragon has been slain. So blue team is finally pulling ahead ever so slightly. Ever so greatly though. I'm going to need another drink because I wasn't able previously because I nearly got a kill there. Still, I'll stay by it. Red team's team fight potential is greater than blue team's. However, of course, look, this is the however part. You still have Nidalee. And Nidalee is quite fun to play with because you can actually decide how the game goes if your team works with you. The thing is, they need to go for poke. Blue team needs to go for poke. They need to just push lanes and not get caught. Of course, in 1v1 situations, blue team also is stronger, so they actually do not need to fight in team fights. They just need to find a player who is alone and kill him. Red team needs to stick together. Will they? I don't know. For now they are. Apparently they have 3 people together with blue buff. Not really anyone there. Now it's going to be a lot of blue players going to try and get the kill onto Malphite, which should be easy. Malphite, don't! What were you thinking? He didn't have vision. He thought he would get the easy kill onto Darius, but instead will probably give the double kill to Darius. Almost a nice spear, but of course the sanguine pull does what it does best, being sanguinate and stuff. And that's going to be Dazzle, which makes an easy spear kill. Now it's going to be Misfortune, trying whatever she can. Will get movement speed by Nami, and of course a slow on her auto attack. Will focus the wrong target though. Now she's going for Nidalee. Nidalee is quite fast. Not a nice crit. Will not get the slow. Will hit the slow. Make it rain. Will slow. But Nidalee is too fast. Now that she made it into the jungle, she was pretty much... Oh, never mind. There is a Lux. Will not hit her laser, but she will hit her Lucent Singularity. Will hit her binding. Will hit her binding. So great play by red team, catching a Nidalee, which is quite a feat indeed. Nice try by Nidalee trying to run away, saving her Darius and her Taric. I mean her Taric, mostly her Taric. They could have gone for Taric. Instead, they went for Nidalee, which was the right decision, but because they went for Taric first, the slow of the blessing of Nami didn't really hit the Nidalee, which was a pity. It might have been a quicker kill, but more assists for her team, probably, because Lux wouldn't have gotten the assist. Boom! That will be a kill, no doubt about that, if they are able to time their stuns correctly, which they are. Jax waited to use his counter-strike because he saw the Dazzle flying, so he thought, oh, better not use my counter-strike yet, and wait until the Dazzle is off cool, well, is gone. So, quick kill on Lux. Great arrow by Ash, by the way, how could I forget that? Great arrow by Ash indeed. Still 4,000 gold differentiation, even less by now, so red team trying whatever it takes and succeeding quite well. So it's not over yet for both teams. Both teams need to be careful. Ash going to try and get a kill onto the Malphite. Let's check it out. Malphite, of course, running away. There are too many minions for Ash to ignore them. Of course, as I said before, farm is important. As you can see, even though red team has double... Even though blue team has double the kills on red team, they are still quite close. Of course, now that blue team is starting to destroy turrets, not so much anymore. Where did that happen? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Today is not my day, apparently. So we have Ash here just standing around using her hawk shot, not seeing anyone. So she thought, yep, I'm safe. Whoop-de-doo, upsie. Too bad Malphite didn't get the assist there. But at least that was a very quick kill. And sorry, I did not anticipate that at all. Too bad there aren't any wards. Dynamic camera, you take it over again. Because blue team is pushing quite hard. Red team is trying to do the same, but it is an outer turret for an inner turret. So I think the outer turret is worth it. Of course, red team will continue pushing, but then so will blue team. Now dynamic camera, there is action going on in the middle, and I'm quite disappointed on you. Fine, I'll take full control all the time. Nidalee, of course, able to run away, even though she got slowed by a side. Oh, we'll get hit by the Lux laser. We'll get auto attack, but it won't be enough. It barely is. One more auto attack will be enough, or one more binding, but Nidalee walked into the brush, giving her a lot of movement speed. Lux will not be able to catch up to her. Loosened Singularity will not hit at all. We'll get hit by a spear there. Oh no! Oh my god! That was quite lucky, I might say, but still it doesn't really matter. It could have gone either way regardless. Lux was able to... Boom. Nice spear there. Lux was able to hit her binding, so if the auto attack of Lux was able to hit, she would have died. Nidalee would. Instead, Nidalee was able to just bounce close enough and get the kill onto Lux with a takedown. That was close as hell. And hell is pretty far away. Oh no, misfortune! They have a lot of CC blue team has, so you better strut your ass out of there. I'll make it rain! Up! Vladimir, save me! Fine. I'm Vladimir. Use your ultimate, Misfortune. Make it rain even more. Oh, that's going to be a nice little gang there by blue team. Misfortune getting focused, getting killed. Now, don't focus Tariq. He wants to be focused. He's the support. And that will be a double kill. Nope, never mind. One kill for Jax. One kill for Darius. They like it. So now it's time for blue team to go and be pokey. Nidalee has a blue buff, so she will be able to throw the spears down as much as she like. Ash, her volley is pretty nice as well to do a little bit of poke. Not that impressive as Nidalee though. Or Lux, I might say. So red team might be able to prevent the poke from happening. Or at least try to prevent getting damaged upon too harshly. Of course, Malphite can take a few spears. He doesn't care. Sorry for that. Nami, on the other hand, can't, so she needs to be careful. Of course, it is quite good for Nami that she is Nami, for she can heal. However, Nidalee is in such a good position to throw all the blind spears in the world. Nami should place a ward there. Or try to do as much damage. Oh my god, that could have been a hit! Those are some cold nerves for Nami. But instead, she got jumped on by a Jax, so she will die regardless. They're trying to stop Nidalee from doing all this poke, but now it's Misfortune getting apprehended and probably just auto-attack to death. Nidalee is fairly low, and the ultimate of Lux is off cooldown, so if Nidalee gets hit by one more Loosened Singularity, if that spear was a hit, Lux would have died. Now it's going to be Tariq going man mode all the way. Nidalee hitting a minion there, or else it would have been a kill. Instead, is flashing over the wall. Jax going with her, trying to do as much damage as they can. Nidalee, of course, healing the damage. Will get a double kill to Jax. Flash away by the Vladimir, but Jax wants another leap strike. The spear misses. It would have been an important hit there. Did Jax have red buff? Yes, he did. So triple kill for Jax. Nidalee being fairly low, but it was kind of an ace. But Namias, of course, has recalled once more. Nidalee trying to do whatever she can. She will need to heal herself once more. Nami is coming, but I don't think Nami can kill her. Nidalee will spear and then just bounce onto her. Take her down. Downtown. She still had her ignite, apparently, which wasn't all that necessary. But hey, you need to be quick, for Misfortune is arriving. Where is she? Oh, there she is. I'll strut and kill you. Boom, 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 boom. I want to be Misfortune. Does she have bullet time? She should have used her ultimate. It is off on cooldown though. One more auto attack will be enough. Misfortune, of course, quite a fast champion, but Nidalee is able to pounce and pounce and pounce, and I can continue saying pounce. So Misfortune will not be able to catch Nidalee. Now that she used her ability, she stood still for quite a time. Now it's time to throw spears and heals. Shatter, spear! Oh, she actually ran towards the Misfortune, which can be dangerous, but there is a Tariq. He can use his imbue to heal you, and you can heal yourself too. So that was quite a long chase. Misfortune should have backed off earlier. There was no way you can catch up in Italy if you cannot do it with your basic movement speed. After she used her Make It Rain, she should have backed off because Make It Rain makes it so if you cast an ability, pretty much always, there are some abilities you can cast whilst moving. Make It Rain is not one of them. Ash is just going to hug Vladimir, and why not? He doesn't care. He needs to pull now or he's even more dead. If he used his Sanguine Pool, he might have actually gotten the kill onto Ash. Instead, he's dead. Boom! Nice little laser there, Lux. That was amazing. A very good laser indeed. Predicting where Ash would run, predicting where she goes, killing her instantly, ruthlessly. Great kill. Stun being used on Nami, who is not the prime target there, mate. Nor is the Tariq, but he is out of position quite well, so that will be another kill for Lux. Jax going in onto Nami once more. I tell you, she's not the prime target. It might cost you the game if you focus supports like that. Unless you can insta-gib them, it's not worth it. That's a double kill for Lux. That's a nice flash away by Lux, or else she would have died. Doing a lot of damage onto her Misfortune though, so it's a pity for Misfortune. But at least they're able to get away. Darius wants to go 1v4. It might be dangerous, but each spear of Nidalee could kill each player except for Malphite, so they need to be careful. Nidalee is going in from the rear. Misfortune trying to do the same thing again. Need to be careful there. Nidalee going to try and throw a spear down. Nidalee is very squishy, so she needs to be careful as well. If she gets hit by a binding, she will die. If she's able to hit a spear, she will get a kill. She's going into the jungle, where is her safe spot. Will get slowed by the Make It Rain. Her spear gets blocked by Malphite as well, so she will probably die. It's what I said about Nidalee. If you're AP Nidalee, do not pounce in. I know it does great damage, but it gives you no survivability whatsoever, and you will die a cat's death. I want to say a dog's death, but nobody is a dog except for Nessus. Nessus is the dog, man. Red team wanted to go for another dragon, but it has already been taken. Baron is up, but I think they aren't cheeky enough to do it. Misfortune will be given a red buff. Misfortune doesn't care. So who will be given this fine red buff? Probably Malphite. Yes, indeed. So Malphite taking... Oh, Ash out of position there. They could just go for it. They shouldn't wait for the team. They can just chase her for infinity and beyond. She doesn't even have her ultimate to prevent anyone from getting closer. Instead, is going to try and slow the Misfortune. But Misfortune does the same thanks to the blessing of Nami. Instead, we have blue team pushing quite hard. Malphite has recalled just to prevent this push from destroying their inhibitor. Of course, they did the same to top lane. Keep it in mind, this is a naked inhibitor here. If blue team wants to, they might probably be able to destroy this. Lux needs to be careful because of course there are 3 blue players and only 2 red players. And Jax is getting into that stage where he is getting incredibly strong. Boom! Why use your ultimate, Lux? Well, I'll tell you why. The cooldown is probably about 20 seconds. It's 38 seconds, which is quite high, I must say. Ooh, Lux is going to get caught. Boom, 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 boom. Gets shattered again. Boom. And that's going to be a quick kill. Malphite now wants to go in, but there's a Nidalee in the rear. Trying to take red. Won't work. Will not hit the spear. There is a Nami there as well, preventing her from stealing red. Now it's going to be Jax. Man-moding gets hit by the Aqua Prison, but she will back away. Nidalee again going to jump in as a kitty, which makes her ever so squishy. But now I can forgive her. Because of course her entire team is there with her, and quite frankly she can just balls to the walls, kill everyone if she wants to, which she will. Now get to your human form and throw a spear, damn it. Fine, one more spear will get it. Well, the ignite dot will get it. A spear would get Vladimir, but Vladimir, of course, very cheeky champion. There were too many minions to begin with. So this is looking rather grim for red team. Even though they have the team fight advantage, they aren't really playing this game correctly for it. They go 1v1, and that's not how you want to play. Of course they got caught. Lux got caught, which is a very big issue indeed. But still, walk together. It's your team comp for it. If you stay together, you can win this. Trust me. You still have hope. Well, it's being shattered at this very instant. Lux laser waiting for the correct moment. We'll cast it now. They're all aligned. The stars are aligned. No! Oh, actually it was off cooldown. I'm sorry. It was off cooldown. It was on cooldown. It wasn't off cooldown. Pings are going on to the Nidalee, which is a very hard champion to catch. You might go for it. Boom! Big spear. Doing a lot of damage on Vladimir. He's almost dead. And she has vision onto him. So he needs to be careful. So, because Vladimir walked on a Nidalee trap, he took a lot of damage. Because it reduces your armor and magic resistance. So, and you get hit by a spear, which does a lot of damage as well. The first spear of Nidalee does even more damage because she has Lyandra's Torment. Oh, is that a very point blank spear? Nice ultimate by Malphite, but Misfortune interrupted her ultimate. No, it's still on cooldown. Vladimir will die instantly. He's too low. His team is too low. Malphite can't do anything. Now Misfortune will try, but it's too late. It's too late. The teams are too low. Nidalee trying to spear there. That won't work. Malphite is quite a fast champion. He doesn't look like it. But if he's able to seismic charge you, he has a lot of movement speed. Though I think there's not much that Malphite can do and Lux to prevent these Nexus turrets to get destroyed. So I think this will be about a good game. Lux trying to hit with her, well, now they call it Final Spark, right? I will keep calling it Finalis Funkel no matter what. It sounds awesome. So blue team is actually falling back for now. Nidalee gets caught by a binding, but of course Finalis Funkel is on cooldown, so it won't be a kill. Still, Lux needs to fall back and prevent all these super minions from destroying the Nexus turrets. She is instead going to her base, get some more health. Well, if her abilities are on cooldown, then why not? But we have a lot of minions shoving the final inhibitor turret and blue team taking the Baron. I think, no, Ashe is blue team scary, so they do not have any vision. Will be a quick Baron. The turret, of course, being defended by red team, but this will probably be the final push. Misfortune going to check out very dangerous positions there. At this situation you better turtle inside your base because you can just get insta-gipped immediately, so you need to be careful. If a Shatter is able to hit you will probably die. Well, I'm lying apparently. Misfortune doing a lot of damage on Nidalee and actually killing her. Great play by Misfortune. Weird positioning however. And this is going to be, I think, the final battle. Nice little tidal wave, but all of red team is way too low. Darius could actually just use his ultimate on everyone. Use it a little bit too early on the Lux, however, so he will not be able to get the infamous pentakill. Jack's going to jump and use Empowered Strike. Well, leap and Empowered Strike to get the final kill. That's the ace and probably the game. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you want me to cast some of your games, just send it over at nightspectrecasts@gmail.com. That is nightspectrecasts@gmail.com. And I might even cast your game. I probably will, because I don't really... Ooh, double explosion! Ah! Well, that was a reference of some English bloke with a pair of glasses and a gingery beard. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time, whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Bye!